day. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Derek Carr and the Green Bay Packers.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 16. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And at one point he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 37-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carr. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr going to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to Taylor. A
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brady to throw again. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Carr. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Carr. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On play action, now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And Chubb will try the middle here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Brady. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go up the middle with Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give running right is Akers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of them. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Suck up for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 9. Now Carr. That one complete down the field to Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Carr. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, here's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Carr now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On play action, it's Brady. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 8. Brady now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running left, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Chubb, they had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady now on first down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back now comes Tampa Bay. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he powers his way up past the 30. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw is Brady. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a play fake. Brady. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Left side, Hopkins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 27, Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now, this is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Chubb fumbled it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Off the option, here's Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.